What's up, fam? It's all clouded, and what the hell do we have here? So, a little bit of a switcheroo. So, today I did a test on a stream. Seems I did a playback as well. Seemed like the audio was going fine. I could see the chat. Still figuring out how to do things, but what the hell's going on here, boys? So, a few things have changed this week. Look, got ourselves a little bit of a background. I just probably need to put a few things down here on the side. Not really too sure. Maybe a couple plugs for some things. We're running a different emulator. This emulator seems to be running a bit better. I'm still not quite getting the frame rates that some of the other guys are doing. I don't know. I'll have to talk to some of the guys about it. But the tower is looking a little different. So it's been a while since I've had a bit of background gameplay in it. But as you can tell, we went for the Devo. So, why did we go for the Devo? Well, I need to end this run. This is just a dud run to fill in the gap. We can have a little look though. So, over here, we're at 53 trill. This one thing that I'm going to miss is not having my pen to scribble on the screen. But I can normally go to where they've got about 100 trill damage. I start having around here, big S, I start struggling a bit with as far as trimming goes, or maybe struggling a lot. I can gold box this skips. Most of the time I'm pretty AFK for this. I leave a few things open, so I don't even bother with some of these other tabs. Most of you guys know what the Devo is. We can go into the workshop after this. So 20 trill, 8 hours, don't know what that is, 2 point something trill an hour. We got 3 medals, 8 gems. Not really too sure about the medals. Maybe the medals I've already capped it today. A few shards, a couple modules, which is always good to see. I think some people are having problems with it. Either it's not collecting the modules, or it's saying it is, or it is collecting it, but it's not collecting it, or I don't know. But mine says it is. This peak up here in the corner, I see it go up to a 90, 70, 80. It all seems to be in how I can keep the FPS. If my FPS drops too much, then it struggles. And I started getting that with BlueStack. So if I go Devo on LD player, I get mad bursts. So the shockwave, instead of coming around, just outside of the wall, it will shoot all the way out to the side. Everything dies, etc., etc. BlueStack's not so bad for me, but not great. And then this one seems to be going fine, but I just need to talk to some of the other guys that have been using it for a while and see how they're getting. So, in the wise words, this kills me every time. Boom, end it, because I do need to start my night run. Can have a little pausey if you want to have a looks. So, boom. Oh, look at that theme. It's like Martians. Well, I suppose we'll just do the usual jazz. We'll go around the clock. So start with stats. So the reason why I opted for a Devo. So I got Multiverse Nexus last week, I think, possibly, something like that. But with the MVN, it made the position to Devo even better. So y'all know me, I hate doing Devo, but let's have a look at the stats. So it's up here, 1.5Q. We're almost at 14k stones. So yeah, we're coming along nicely. Labs, they slowed down quite a bit, 1.36. I've just been doing a few longer labs, and we'll see. We can have a look at some of that soon. So for the tiers, so I've been farming tier 10. So in the tier 11, we were doing 20 odd trill, 21 trill, 22 trill on a good day, on a bloody good day. But I devoed, and then boom. We'll call that. We'll just round it up, eh? Hey lads, we'll round it up 30 trill. So I go for my normal play style, but I only get 20 trill. You know, I swap to Devo, instantly I get up to almost 30 trill. So for 50% more coins, it's one of those situations where I just have to suck it up and go Devo. And to be honest, I had already tested out tier 10, and I can do 11, 12-hour runs in a Devo. I can do the full 12-hour run as a night run as well. So if I start my run now, I check on it throughout the night, you know, have dinner, have a shower, all that sort of stuff, work tomorrow, it's fine. It'll still be alive by the time that I wake up in the morning. So I set myself up pretty good last time that I devoed, because I did like the longer devos. So it hasn't actually been all that bad, but for an extra 50% in coins, it'll be bloody rude not to. So that's kind of the main motivator for going Devo. So let's do a little rounds, eh? Boom. Claim rewards. Oh, you guys are gonna crack up on this one. Look at this. All clouded. Look at the sky. Look at this Joker. What's it? Look at this. Aussie. Bloody hell, mate. Get out of here. I seen it. I was probably like maybe 400 or 500 waves behind it. I seen that and I was like, listen here, buddy. I'm the only cloud around here. You need to boot it. So kicked them down, and then this guy, Smartfire, come flying out of nowhere. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Almost 2,000 waves in champs. What the hell is going on, Uncle Fuds? So history. Because I haven't claimed it. Hold on. Oh no, you can already see it there. Who cares? So we did that 00. So that's the first time that I got one of those ones. I think everybody had this top Legends one. I think everybody had a pretty good round of that. Quite a few PBs. I think the battle conditions were pretty favourable for a lot of people in that, myself included. The gap between me and whoever, because I'm 26, so you know it's still a bit below the line, but the gap was like 40 to 50 waves to stay within that bracket. So we still got a lot of work to do there, but we shall get there. So let's hit a claim. Boom. Wah. Oh. Oh no, that's a promotion, eh? Oh, sweet. So it means next week we got a nice fast one. Event. What do we need to claim? Well, I know heaps of people hate this one. What is it? Death-defy. So while we're here, I'll show you how I death-defy. So we go... Get rid of that. What do we do? Energy shield? Mucked up. Hold on. Let's go this. We go down the list. I go enemy balance, and then I take intro sprint, second wind, energy shield, wave accelerator, just to speed it up. Did we go demon mode? Nah. I suppose I don't have to push it. We'll just put it on anyway. I can't remember. And then I go to my modules. So I take that off. I think... What do we got? I've got one already done. Is it this one? Yeah, see, Death-defy down here. So equip, swap it. And then I just go to the highest tier. So we go like that. Boom. turn that off. I'm gonna kill everything. Boom. So I go like that. I got 0, and then I just click retry. So I know these suck, and I know everybody hates it, but it helps if you've got 3 levels in your energy shield. 1. And you literally just keep spamming it. 3 death defies there. So you'll go energy. So your death defy will activate before your wings and before your. Oh, look at that, 6. So you guys seen it firsthand. Look at that, 6 and a hit. Not gonna lie, that's probably the fastest I've ever seen it. But that's how you do. That's how you do that event. Before your energy shield, and I'm pretty sure your second wind and all that. What it'll do is you'll death defy before you use one of those or whatever. But that's how you did it. Look at that, 2 clicks, done skis. Yeah, coming along all right with this. Oh, look at that, boom, 5%. And if we go to, I did pick this up. I know heaps of people don't. To be honest, I don't want to, but you know, the completionist in me, I just pick it up anyway. And this is where our poverty bot's looking. So we're at 78 seconds. I don't know how many more levels go from here, but I heard the top number in the cooldown is sitting like maybe 800 or 900 medals or something. So yeah, we're still a while away from that, but yeah, going along nicely. For the guilds, guildies, killing it. Look at all the 35s. Got one old mate down here. He hasn't been on for a while, but I think he did message and say he was having some life stuff. Fetch, I did put fetch up. I think I put 1 or 2 clicks into something or other, and that's because I did a run and I was about 1 or 2 medals away from the cap, and I was doing the 24/7 buzz, and because of that I was like, oh, I better invest a bit more, because what happens if I do runs where I haven't really run into that issue, but because I did, I thought I'd just chuck some more bits in. At the moment I'm just saving up for this extra slot, so I'll probably keep a baseline of 200 just for this slot, in case one day Uncle Fuds feels like giving this thing a bufferoo. He reckons he is, and I mean, I've got no doubt that they will. I just don't know when. Maybe at the end of this 35 days. I don't think it'll come before the season. You know, it's the old carrot and the stick. The carrot and the stick, like when we got Fetch and Fetch was busted, we definitely got the stick. He nerfed it, took it off us. For the store, I think you guys seen it. I got the background. Purely bought the background, just, what was it, that one? Oh yeah, that one's the highest multiplier. That's the 0.8, and these ones are 0.6. So I think I just opted for that. I thought the banner was pretty cool. You know, still want to get that. Haven't got these. Got that, and obviously got that. And just a question. So for all of you vets or longer players, so this here is a rerun. This elite tower and this invasion. So if this is what the multiplier is for, you know, getting these themes, if you already own these themes, how does that work? Do you get like another multiplier on top, or is that just it? You just have to wait till an event where you have a theme that you don't own. Just curious in that. If you know the answer, or if you experienced it, sing out, let me know. Then support your local, support Uncle Fuds, buy him his things. Workshop. So let's go. Let's have a look at the workshop. So obviously I did the Devo. So a lot of the stuff, the way I do Devo, is a lot of the stuff I do for like a convenience. So like rapid fire, just max it. And I'm sure a lot of people do the same. So I just max the rapid fire so that I can, I just do a few clicks over here. Oh, over here, sorry. And then you know, it's less clicks for me. Damage, I probably want to bump this up. Probably want to get it to like 5,800. And that just makes things, you know, less clicks. So I could be as lazy as possible. Super crit chance, another one. The multiplier, a little bit hard because you're trying to keep it low because you try not to over trim too fast. For the defense, health, regen. Like if you're doing a longer Devo run, I suppose if you're doing any Devo run in general, you want these as high as possible. But again, it's just a convenience factor, so I can do it in like one click. For the wall health, this is probably another one which varies amongst people. So probably if I spec out of this, I'll probably just set this to 0 and then just go from there. I rarely put it at 100 just because there's a good little chunk there where I'm actually trimming through damage. Shockwave size, I have it at 1.1. 1.1, 1.5 for me feels generally pretty good. Other people find it different, but most of the time it's related to your range. So the range I play at is 42, sometimes 45. So if it's 42, I have my shockwave at 1.1. If I do it at 45, then my shockwave's at 1.15. So what determines when I do that? Well, normally near the end of the run, I might do a few more meters in range and one click in shockwave size. But yeah, I suppose it's overthinking it, or maybe I'm overthinking it. That's just how I've done it for a while. And I have landmine radius at that, so 3 clicks. And then because I turn the landmines on maybe a bit earlier than a lot of people, and I just leave that radius down until a bit later in the run. Wall health, this is another thing. Like I want to put some coin. I've got it at 1250. I want to put some coins into here, and that's purely just for convenience. Like I'm going to max it, just like I'm going to max my level skips in a run. It's just when it comes to my night runs, I want to max as many things as possible, as fast as possible. So, I can just chill on YouTube or whatever. Like, I don't want to be micromanaging the game. A little bit different than during the day. And for this tab, I mean, I don't even have to get this stuff because, I'm not really, free ups isn't really affected. But I just do it anyway. I've got my tax skips at 330, so we're getting there. She's starting to get pricey now. What's it at 1 click? 6 trills, so still a while before it gets too pricey, but 330. This one's at 310. Really enjoying having this up higher, and wow, can't wait for it to be even more higher. Enhancements, so very similar to how I was running before. Probably want a bit more so I can trim a bit more. Haven't changed this tab here. I think I've gotten some things in here, but I can't really remember. But that's where it's sitting at the moment anyway. For cards, still running 16 slots. I was talking to Anorna. If you haven't seen any of his videos, you should definitely check it out. We're in a pretty similar stage in the game. But he has this wave accelerator. He's got it maxed, so he's got all his cards maxed in that. But just the difference in, like, I know it's perk dependent on when you get the, the game speed and your perks, but just the difference in how many waves he can do compared to me in that time. And I mean, I suppose it is if you're doing 12-hour runs, getting that extra 12% over the course of every single wave, 9,000 times. Then, it obviously makes a bit of a difference, but I think it ends up being, like a few hundred waves by the end of it. So I really need to get cards. We did have the card event, so that was pretty good. For moddies, so mods are what it probably needs to do. Just restore, and then max. Didn't get a level. See if I get one out of this. Oh, I didn't get a level either. Well, it is what it is. So, mods, I got this. Ancestral Space Displacer. I don't really know what to do with this. I don't know at what stage of the game or what I would be, looking to use this. But regardless, we got one sitting there. I don't think we got anything else. Oh yeah, we got this too. So project funding. I used project funding for the first time in my last tournament. Just because I tried it at Epic, and like 4% on the level skips is low, but 2% is ridiculously low. Like you really want, I really want to use it as mythic just for the extra couple percent on the skips, but it works really well. Because you can't spend cash because you need to save it for damage. I haven't had that much damage in a tourney before. For myself, I don't think it'll be any good for me in a Legends run because I just can't run long enough in a Legends run to generate enough cash for it to be meaningful. Because I think I just don't have enough cash in my workshop to move around onto different tabs and to max things out for anything. That's kind of why respeccing's a bit pointless for me. Like, I need a bit more cash in that. Like, I don't think, like the last tourney, for example, I don't think I could get that extra 50 or 60 waves from a respec. Yeah, I'll definitely get more than what I did, but, a 30% jump in waves, I just don't think I have enough cash in my workshop to make much of a difference. But we will get to that stage soon. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it, lads. Anything else change on here? Oh, the levels went up a bit. I can't remember what we're at. So these ones here. So because of the discount, it's at 1458. So that was down from 1750 or 1800 a couple weeks ago. What I do need to do though, I need to get rid of that landmine chance because that's annoying. Defense absolute? Yeah, we'll take it. So get rid of that because that's annoying in Devo. So we're knocking on the door to the 141. So we're getting there. Still a while away, but we're closer than we were yesterday. Labs. So I got lab speed in. I don't know what to swap it out for. I think I might swap it out for the attack speed. Chronofiltration, just doing its thing. Shatter Shards 2, that's another big one. I think I started this lab was over 50 days. So just going down fast. I'd never do it less than 4x. That'll be way too painful. Module shard cost, so that goes to 30 levels, so that's going pretty good. When it comes to module stuff, see if I've got any favorited. Get rid of this. Get out of the way. Get out of here. Boom. Enemies. Modules. Not really fussed about the unmerge. I think I've done it. Yeah, we could probably go this. Oh. Go like that. There, I've done all those. I did them all ages ago. I did that one the other week. I did all those ages ago. I'd highly recommend you do these as soon as possible. I mean, I know I've said it a lot, but the common drop chance should do it ASAP. Daily mission shards, I know it's long, but this day, like as soon as you can slot it in. So daily mission shards, like if you're hitting champs, maybe if you're even rubber banding back to platinum and to and fro, but if you're like a champ player, you really, by that level, you really should have these things pumping. This rare drop chance is a bit pricey, and I think the labs are a little bit long. Like, it's only 1%, but over every single boss that you do, and you don't have to do anything else after that. It's just important for your currencies. So if we look up here, and I know you guys have seen this tab, but you got all your different currencies. You know, the way that you should look at it. You know, obviously we've got coins, gems, stones, metals, cells, and stuff like that. But your shards for, you know, modules are so impactful to your gameplay. Pulling modules sucks because it's RNG, and so is this stuff. This stuff, collecting this is RNG as well. But from the snowball, you know, thing, you should definitely get some stuff into what's going to help you with your modules and that. We had a bit of a Discord, I don't know, get together the other day, and well, while we're here, we could probably have a look at it. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, and I'm pretty sure if you've seen this video, most of y'all are, but who's this one? This is Jay Plays Discord. If you ever go into the Discord, and then you look down here, down the bottom, and you got the different lobbies. I know you guys have seen this before if you're familiar with it, but if you see a bunch of us in here, just jump in. If you're feeling a bit shy, just leave your mic muted. But there will be a whole bunch of people streaming their towers all day. So who's another one? Spartans one. So if you click on Spartans one, same thing. So look at them all here. Look, Tags is streaming his gameplay. Spartan streaming his. And just the amount of knowledge and stuff that you can get from everybody. It's really cool. And the other day we had Greenie jump into the voice channel and that, and he was there for quite a while. There's a whole bunch of us all sitting in there. It's good spot to get advice, you know, to bounce questions, just to talk to people. And, you know, a lot of the time we don't talk just about the tower as well. You know, we talk about all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's always cool vibes, so you should definitely check it out if you get a chance. Anyway, back to the scheduled program. While I was in there, I was having a conversation with somebody, and you know, these things can look daunting as far as what's your priority. You know, like when it comes to, we'll say labs, for example. You know, maybe your first issues you start running into is where do you put your coin in your workshop, and then the next one you learn pretty fast is what the hell do I prioritize in my labs and that. And if you're a min-maxer, like if you play the game hardcore to the min-max, stuff can get frustrating because you can see how many things that you need to level up. Like, oh, I need to do my econ labs, but now I've got no damage, and then, you know, I'm not getting a bunch of this and not getting a bunch of that. The way I did it is I honestly just did whatever I felt like it. You know, do I feel like I need more coins because I need to buy stuff? Yep, sweet, do more econ. Do I feel like I need a little bit more damage or EHP? Yep, sweet, we'll do that. And it's not the most optimum route, but it just made for myself, because this is a slow burn game, it just made some of the pinch points a little bit more bearable. Now, I'm sure there's other things out there, or guides and stuff, like as far as priorities. Like I know I've seen a priority or like a tier list when it comes to labs and everything like that. And then, but even if things are rated as A tier, B tier, or S tier, etc., it's still up to you and what you'll need in the time. You know, that's just like this is a priority that you need to do as soon as you can. But it's up to you when you put it in there. And every tile is unique, every tile is different, there's too many variables. They're all quite similar. Some people go way off to the side and do like a completely off meta path, and then other people stick straight to the meta. Me, I just did whatever I feel like in the time. Attack speeds 69. Get rid of that. So yeah, little bit of a switcheroo this week. I did try, I think I mentioned at the start of the video, I did try a test run of a stream. Seemed to be going all right, so we'll look to do some streams, stuff like that. Some tournaments, probably not champs ones because champs too long. I mean, I may be, but I don't know if anybody wants to sit there for an hour or more to watch the streams. So I think that's pretty much no news. Oh, this is something else that I do with the Devo. So this is what my band perks look like. Because I'm not permanent black hole, I have to get rid of this ranged enemies. Also, obviously get rid of the free ups, and then here's what my auto looks like. So the reason why I put the 50-50 so high is not because I need to survive, it's because I need to throttle my damage. So that I can, especially when it comes to a night run, so I can turn on everything sooner. And yeah, we're not up to that stage yet. So that's what my auto picks. So I've got actually quite a bit. Maybe like 12, 13, maybe 14 auto picks. What does it say here? Oh, 13. So that 12, 13 mark, as far as the auto picks go, those labs were really, really long. But just to make it as automated as possible, I just end up getting them because I really don't feel like micromanaging a game. So typically what I do is if I start a run, I jump in, we intro sprint, and then I just smash on the attack skips, and then I put some into the health skips, so just like that, and I just get it a bit, and then I pretty much just leave it. And then every now and then I just log back in, or when I go past the PC, or I pick up the spare phone, however the hell I'm playing the game, and then I just do some clicks like that, and I don't really touch anything. And then I try to hold off as much as I can till later in the run. What we could do is I could probably actually record a short video. Maybe some people are coming up to the stage of doing Devo or considering it, and I could probably just take little snapshots within the video, and that, since we're all fancy now on our computer and we're not on the phone. So yeah, that's basically us, guys. So you know the drill, you know what's coming next. If you like what you see, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notifications button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it clouded, fam.